and this time I do have a video in mind. So we're gonna do another like let's chat Q&A kind of video again, because I kind of love doing them and I want to get to know you guys more on a personal level. I'm also standing back here because I am being blinded by the sun, but the lighting's kind of good, and also it's where I film there, so. But yeah, we're going to do a little like Q&A, sort of get to know me, and either I will put her here. She is making her return to Book Talk, and I promised her we would make another video, so here you go. There's going to be another one that comes out before this one. Actually, no, I might do this one first. Yeah, I'm going to do this one first. So, yeah, let's get going. I've got loads of questions this time, more than what I did in my last one, so this one should hopefully be slightly longer, but we'll see. I also might have to move and sit on the floor because I can't see. Okay, so I did move to the floor. You're now on my books, which could get a bit complicated if I have to get some out, but we'll be fine. And also I do have a top on, it's just sat really low. Okay, oh, I've just lost me questions. Right, the first one is from the icon herself, and it is, what was your most recent 5-star read? So I have literally the other day filmed like a 5-star read videos, like my most recent 5-star reads, but my most recent one was Just for the Summer by Abby. She's literally right below you. Abby, I can never say it. Abby Jimenez. Last one was Just for the Summer. So I'll put pictures if I don't have the book to hand. I'll put them in this gap here. But it was Just for the Summer, and oh my god, it was so good. It was giving such like Emily Henry, and who was the other one? I told Alicia who it was, and I've completely forgotten. Who was it? I can't remember. Emily Henry. Maybe it was just Emily Henry. My back's going, but I've got like something to lean on, so it's fine. Basically, it was very like Emily Henry. If I can remember who it was, I'll have to go back and check. But if I'll put it who it was like around it again in this gap. I don't know if I can. That's the best I can move that out of the way. But Just for the Summer, Abby Jimenez, so good. If you haven't read that, you need to go read that. It is amazing. Right, next one, again from Eva herself. It is book recs based on the brother's best friend trope. I love that trope. Just start that off there. That is one of my favourite tropes. You know me well, girl. You know me well. Right, brother's best friend. Let's have a look around here first. Brother's best friend. No, it's fine print now. Play With Me, Becca Mack. All pictures I'll put up here. So Play With Me by Becca Mack. Brother's best friend. My brain has blanked. I don't know why this keeps happening to me today. Brother's best friend, what's up there? I don't know. I can't read it. Brother's best friend. Twisted Love. No, that's a classic. If you haven't read that, what are you doing with your life, basically? So they're the only two I can think of. I'm going to say Throttled, because it's not a brother's best friend, but it's a brother's teammate, which is close enough, because then they kind of become friends. You know? There was another one as well. What's that? Brother's best friend. No. If I can think of any more, I'll put them on the screen. Again, brother's teammate, which they're friends, in a way, is Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. Oh my god, I put off reading that for so long. I don't know why. It was amazing. So good. Ate that right up. Okay, that's not important. Yeah. I might have some on my Kindle. Give me 1 minute and let me check. Oh my god. How could I forget it? Done and Dusted. No, that's Cowboy Romance. And Brother's Best Friend. All into one, I think. Hang on a second. Yes, it is. It is a brother's best friend. Done and dusted. And then I think that's all of them actually that I can think of. I'm just going to continue looking on Kindle, but I think that is them all. It's kind of brother's best friend, but Hideaway by Penelope Douglas. All of these pictures I'll put up here of like the covers, so you know what ones to look for. That sun's now in my eyes again, which is brilliant. But Hideaway, Penelope Douglas is also kind of a brother's best friend because it's Damon's sister and then Kai. If you've read The Devil's Night, you'll know what I'm on about because they were friends and you know what happens if you know what happens. But that's also our brother's best friend. I think that's all of our brother's best friend ones. So on to the next question. Okay, and then the amazing Chloe has sent me a massive list of questions. So she's gonna keep me going. She's gonna basically provide this video. So thank you, Chloe. But so her first one is, what is your favourite book? If you've seen my Instagram and you've seen my TikTok bio, you will know I am a huge Magnolia Parks fan. Where's my Kindle? Like, it's even got 2 stickers. I'll put the company these are from. I'll put them on the screen. Go check their stickers out. They're so cute. And she also does like other bookish items too, which I need to purchase because she does like phone cases and everything as well. And I'm like, I need. Anyways, I'm a massive, and I mean huge, Magnolia Parks fan. The whole series, everything. Love. Love, love, love. Like, if anyone says, oh, recommend me a book, Magnolia Parks. No question asked, just Magnolia Parks. I love it so much. I read this book initially back in May last year. There we go. I can't see. But I initially read it back in May last year. And ever since then, I have adored it. I'm going to do something about this sun because it's not good. Oh, there we go, actually. I kind of got it covered at my face. But, oh, so good. And the emotions, even the Daisy Hates part of the series is so good. I love all of them. Basically any of Jess's books. Full stop. Jess's books. And then that kind of feeds into my next question, which are, who are your favourite authors / go-to authors? Okay, I'm just giving up now because my arm hurts. So, Jessa, Anastasia White, and Becca Mack, I think, are 3 of my top 5. And then the others would definitely have to be... We're going to go top 6, actually, because I can't split these 3 up. So it'd be Lauren Asher, Anna Huang, and Elsie Silver. I love all of their books. So good. Every one of these books I've eaten up. I think I've read every one of Lauren's books. I think all of Becca's books. Not quite all of Elsie's books. I've read all of Jess's books. Who's the other ones I said? Anna. I've read nearly all of hers. I just haven't read I want to say it's the If Love series. I really need to read that, but I haven't read it. And then I've read all of Anastasia's books because they are so good. They are so binge worthy. They honestly ate them right up. Anyways, what is your favourite series? Okay, we've got 2 because I literally cannot decide. So it's Magnolia Parks. I keep pointing up there because it's up there. Magnolia Parks is definitely my top one. And then probably The Playing for Keeps. Here we go again. Probably The Playing for Keeps by Becca Mack. Like, that series. So good. I think I did it in about 3 days. It was that good. I was doing like a book at a day. I was just banging them out. So good. Definitely recommend them. What's my next one? Most anticipated series. I don't know. What have I got up there? I reckon it might be Elsie Silver's new series, the one with Wild Love. I can't think what it is because that's all single dad romances. And I'm just like, yes, please. Or it would be the other half. Well, the other half. The rest of the... I can't think what series it is. Lakefront Billionaires. There we go. The rest of that series. And I haven't told you guys, but I was so lucky. On the 11th of June, I am receiving an arc of Love Unwritten. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. This, honestly, when I saw that email come through, I was like, I was in pure shock. Like, I'll put the email up here. and you can read it for yourself. And I was like, are you having a laugh? Like, is this a joke? It weren't. I'm gonna have an arc of one of Lauren Asher's books. Can you believe that? Because I seriously can't. Still to this day, I cannot believe that. Okay. Books you'd recommend to anyone. So again, the Magnolia Park series. If we want to start out on like your cowboy romance journey, definitely say the Chestnut Springs series. I'm lifting my leg up because it's cramping. If you want like a starter on hockey romance, I'd say either Anastasia's books, especially because of the like tropes she does. Oh my god, they are amazing. Or the Maple Hills series by Hannah Grace. They're good like starter books. And then like standalones, I'd definitely say if you want to kind of get into like not dark romance but darker romance, I think Punk 57, because that then leads into The Devil's Night. They're kind of like interconnected with each other due to it being Will's cousin, Misha being Will's cousin, and they do have a little Devil's Night guys cameo in Punk 57, so you could probably read it in either order. I read Punk 57 first and then Devil's Night. So other than that, those standalones, I'm more of a series girly, but any of Emily Henry's books, definitely. The only one I haven't read, I've got two I haven't read, so People We Met on Vacation and Funny Story is up there. It's on my TBR, which I think it might be my next read, because I'm currently rereading The Fine Print. I'm not that far into it, but I'm currently rereading it because I'm in a little bit of a slump. Any other ones would be the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, because it's a YA like thriller mystery. If you're into that sort of series, that's really good. And if you don't want anything like too heavy, that series is good until you get to Good as Dead. Then it gets a bit heavier, but yeah. Okay, I'm moving around slightly and I've changed the camera around because I'm not feeling that angle. Okay, so my favourite quote from a novel. So actually on here, let me just find it. I do have all of my favourite book quotes that I like to take photos of. Like, there's loads. But I think my favourite would have to be either the classic She's Not You from Better Than the Movies. If you hear any noises, by the way, it's my dog, she's in the corridor. Or the iconic, where is it? This is actually the wallpaper on my phone, this one I'm trying to find. Why can't I find it? I can't see it for looking for it. What's going on? Oh, found it. That was up here. Or the iconic How Many Loves Do You Get in a Lifetime from Magnolia Parks. Like that whole, I want to say it's a preface. I think that's what it's called. I want to say it's that, but it's like the very first page when you open Magnolia Parks, and it's the classic How Many Loves Do You Get in a Lifetime. And yeah, like that had me hooked from that bit. That's part of the reason I wanted to read the whole series. So it was worth it, and I wouldn't change a thing. Okay, so what is my favourite book cover? Those quotes I just said, by the way, I will put like here and here around me. What is my favourite book cover? I think Redeemed Lauren Asher, but it's like the special edition ones, or the ones she's now making the main cover. Like I've got them in the classic, the like original special edition. I'll put the cover on the screen, but oh my god, I need to sit up a bit because I feel like I'm like shrinking off the screen. Hang on, let me go like this. There we go. Now you can see me. I definitely think it's that cover because it was gorgeous, like the flowers. Actually, all those covers, so pretty. Honestly, if you haven't seen them, I'm going to put all of them on the screen actually, because I can't just pick one. And also, again, the covers of the Magnolia Park series, but the original covers, not the feed covers, because I have it out for those feed covers. I don't like them. As much as I love Jessa, I hate those covers. Those covers are awful. Like, why would you willingly want feet on a cover? I'm a hater of feet, so that doesn't help. Okay, what is the last series you started? The last series I started would be a reread, so it would be The Dreamland Billionaires. But if it wasn't that, it would be... What have I last read? That it would be the Campus Diaries series. I'll put them on here. So The Graham Effect and The Dixon Rule. 'Cause The Dixon Rule was like a recent book I've read. What other series are there? I haven't started any series recently. I've been trying to stick to standalones. But yeah, they would be the ones, I think. Or so it'd be them, the Rebel Blue Ranch series, or the Powerless trilogy. I really need to read Powerful as well, because I've read the bonus chapter at the back. Like, I was walking around Sainsbury's and I saw there was like the glimpse of Reckless in the back of it, and I was like, let me just stand here and just read this. Literally in the middle of Sainsbury's, I was just sat there reading the part from Reckless, the first few chapters. I need it. Can July hurry up? I saw a TikTok the other day as well. If I can find it again, I'll put it on the screen. But some girl in the US has got Reckless, like, before Lauren. And like someone in Barnes & Noble, she managed to get it from a Barnes & Noble. And I'm like, what a lucky girl. Like, Lauren even commented on it and was like, I haven't even got this yet. How have you got it? And I was like, oh dear, someone's lost their job. What is the next book on your TBR? So I reckon it's going to be Funny Story, Emily Henry, or Fair Rosaline by, I haven't got my glasses on, I can't read. I think it's Natasha Solomon's. One of those two. I'll put their covers on the screen, because have you seen the cover for Fair Rosaline? Like, I was walking around my Waterstones the other day and I saw it and I was like, I need this. Like, I've recently finished doing Romeo and Juliet for English, and so I'm missing it too much. And I saw that book and saw it was like an untelling of Romeo and Juliet. I'll put the blurb on here somewhere as well. And I was like, gimme. So as soon as I got back in the car, best believe I ordered that, because I have no money. I didn't have any money on me, so I couldn't buy it then and there. So I got back in the car and I've ordered it, and it came, and I did a whole unboxing TikTok on it. And then I can't wait to read that, because it looks good. It's from Rosaline's point and her trying to save Juliet. And I'm like, yes, please. And then obviously Funny Story. I think another one would be a reread of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, because I love that book. And I read it, but I kind of half read it, if that makes sense. Like, I skim read it when I first read it. That's the only one of Taylor Jenkins Reid's books I have actually liked, because I did, very unpopular opinion, but I did DNF, Daisy Jones and the Six. I didn't like it. I really hated it. And like the way it was like a script almost. I just didn't like that. It didn't sit right with me. And I think I want to watch the series, because I've seen everyone say the series is good. But I want to give that a go. But I just didn't like the book. But yeah, I think they'd be the ones I do next. And I'm also going to reread and annotate the whole of the Magnolia Park series, because that's my favourite and it deserves a reread and annotate. Next one is my most anticipated new releases. Okay, Fall With Me, Becca Mack. Nothing Like the Movies, Lynn Painter, because I'm obsessed with Better Than the Movies. I've read it 3 or 4 times. Ate it up every time. The Tropes just got announced today, but Power Play by Anastasia White. So that's based off Ava from the first book of the Sinners on Ice series. Ava from Sin Bin, her best friend, and then Colton's best friend Clay. So I'm so excited to read them. Another one, as I've already said, Reckless by Lauren Roberts. Another one would be Daydream by Hannah Grace. I can't wait for that one. And then also Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. Even though I'm going to get an ARC, I'm going to the US at the end of June, literally the week after it's released. So best believe I will be buying it from Barnes & Noble. I'm going to that shop no matter what. But best believe I will be buying it from Barnes & Noble. And hopefully I'll get the Barnes & Noble exclusive. So I might have a mini haul when I come back. Hopefully. My next one, how do you organise your bookshelves? technically I don't own a bookshelf. So I've got my chimney breast behind where you are. Oh, I thought that was a spider. I've got my chimney breast behind you where I have 3 massive stacks, and then I've got the first 6 and a bit. It's like that extra little one of the Mortal Instruments series, because I love that show. So I've got the first 6 books of that, and then there's like a little extra one. And then on top of that, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books, which are like bigger print ones. So like there's 2 hardbacks, Mile High and Mindfuck series, which are like self-published, and so are Sin Bin and Barn Burner, which are also self-published. So obviously they're much larger, and I couldn't find space for them on here, so they're there. And then I've got Magnolia Park series up there. I've got a little Magnolia Park shrine. I'll put a picture on here somewhere of it. And then my TBR are on my unit. Then I've got a trolley literally in front of me here, which has got my copies of the Dirty Air series, and all of the Anna Huang books I own. Then I've got a little fantasy layer, so it's got the Fourth Ring and Iron Flame ACOTAR series and the first 2 of the Throne of Glass series. And then the bottom, it's just ones I didn't know where to put, and I'm not that likely to read. And then I do have a shelf by my door, but that's got a Colleen Hoover shelf on. We all know how that one ends. Then I've got like a little thrillery sort of shelf. So it's got like Good Girls Guide to Murder, One of Us is Lying, How to Kill Your Family, and I want to say it's called Ace of Spades. Then I've got my shelf which is dedicated to Twilight books, because I was a massive Twilight girl growing up. Still am kind of now. Not as bad as that, but I've got like all the DVDs and everything. And then on the bottom again, it's just books I'm not likely to read. So it's like the After series and ones like that I've had for years. Okay, and my last one, who are your favourite and least favourite characters? Okay, my favourites would have to be Magnolia. Would have to be Bridget as well. If you know, you know. I love her. Then Daisy. So any of the Magnolia Parks girls. Then Rosie from Unravel Me by Becca Mack. Diana Dixon from The Dixon Rule. These are ones I love. Jules Ambrose, because I feel like me and her are like soulmates. I love her. And same with Willa from Heartless. I also think Sloane from King of Sloth. And oh God, what's her name? Charlie and Bailey from Betting on You, and Ava from Sin Bin. They're my top 10 girls. Men, we could go on for hours. Adam Lockwood, number 1. I love that man. He's also from Unravel Me. Then we've got Noah from Say You Swear, which is literally here. Oh, Ren's another girl I like. Who else? He's not got his book yet, but Henry from Daydream, which isn't out yet, and also Henry from Magnolia Parks. Gibbsy from The Boys of Tommanen. I can't say it, but The Boys of Tommanen series. Lucas from The American Roommate Experiment. I want to say it's Jack from Love Theoretically. I'm a massive Ali Hazelwood lover. And same with Nolan from Check and Mate. Colton from Sin Bin. And Santiago Alator. Love him. Ones I don't like though. Things I wanted to say. What's his name? It's that bad I wiped it from my memory. West, I think it is. It begins with W. I remember that much. Wes, I want to say. Wit. I think. It's Wit. Wit, yeah. Hate him. Things I want to say. You Lost Me by chapter 1. That was so bad. Like, I love I'll Always Be With You and Million Kisses. Hated Wit. He was it was disgusting, basically. I don't like bully romances that much. Punk 57's really the only one I'll tolerate. What other ones didn't I like? Oops. Adam from Shatter Me series. My feet are going numb from how I'm sat, but we'll live. Adam from the Shatter Me series. Aaron from Icebreaker. I don't know. I love doing little accents like that. Okay, I'm having to sit down because my feet. Oh, my feet are dead. Oh, I can't feel my leg. It's fine. Ow. What other ones are there? What's over there? Tamlin. Because who likes Tamlin? Realistically. Pretty much all of Colleen Hoover's men, apart from Owen from Confess. I think he's the only tolerable one. What other ones? I haven't read them, so I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I really don't know. And then girls. I'm never really much of a hater of the girls, actually, now I think about it. It's normally like side characters I don't like. But it's not a book girl as such, but Emma's mum from Just for the Summer. I hated that woman so much. Hated her. I don't know who else. If you see me twitching, by the way, it's because I can't feel my legs from how I was sat. I can't think of any girls I don't really like. Unpopular opinion, but I actually liked Lizzie in the Boys of Tommen series. I haven't finished it though. I literally only read the first 2 books, but so far I haven't had a problem with Lizzie. Another book I did not like was Lonely for You Only by Monica Murphy. There's 2 of her books I didn't like. Lonely for You Only, it was so rushed. I only got like, I want to say something like 30 pages in, but I just found it was really rushed and I hated it. Pally from Magnolia Parks. Hated her. Hated her. If you know, you know. No words. Just no words. Like, how could she? I think that's everyone actually. And one I will do, because I've mentioned them too, is books I don't like. So things I wanted to say. What was the other one I just said? Lonely for You Only. Other ones I didn't like. I've tried it now twice. I could not get into it, but Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I don't get the hype around it so far, but then I have been in a bit of a slump, so it might be me. So there's kind of 3. Imagine Me by Tahare Mafi. It was just a bit like the whole thing with Warner's dad was just a bit odd really. What other ones didn't I like? Things We Hide from the Light, Lucy Score. Maybe a bit of an unpopular opinion. Hated it. Could not stand it at all. And also The Worst Best Man, because it's in third person and I can't do third person too well. November 9, Colleen Hoover. What is that book? Oh, what is that book? I'm sorry. What? Just a what? What? No, not for me. Another one, again, probably an unpopular opinion, A Court of Wings and Ruin. Did not like it. Did not like that. I just couldn't get into it and I struggled really bad. So, not for me. But I think that's it. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I'm scanning in front of me to see what I've got. Love Rough on the Brain, Ali Hazelwood. That was okay. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. It was just kind of in the middle. I just saw it, and it kind of fits in both categories, like love and hate. Daisy Jones and the Six, that's another one. Hated it, as I said. Did not like that at all. I think that's it. That's everything. Okay, slight angle change again, because I've just been down and I've just read 2 more questions that I haven't answered. So one of them was, what do you think of the fine print? That person who asked it said they found it a bit childish. Hang on, I'm out of breath. Don't get me wrong, like, I liked it, but it wasn't my favourite of the series. Like, I think as the series went on, it got better. I don't have it behind me, do I? Oh no, it's up there. There. But I think my favourite's definitely the final offer. I don't know whether it's just me, and like I felt like I could connect with Cal better, but there was just something about that one. It was like overgrown Disneyland and like Disney adults, if that makes sense. Like Zara was such a Disney adult, I just didn't like it. And then the other question is, what age did you start reading romance? I was a victim of the 12-year-olds on Wattpad. So I was probably about 12, I think. And I was a Wattpad kid. Like, I think everyone started out there. But proper romance. Canon event, It Ends With Us. That was in 2021. So I was... I was 13 or 14. I'm 17 this year. 16 last. 15. I was 14. Just coming around 14. So 13 and 14. So I was fairly young and we dived in a bit deep. And then from there I then went to Love Hypothesis. And then it's kind of just expanded from there. And then I started dark romance when I was about 15. So only like a year's difference. I then got into dark romance. So I started off with Haunting Adeline. Not the biggest fan of that now, but I do want to kind of read it again. Like, I kind of liked it. And I also want to read the second one, because I've heard the second one's kind of better. But yeah, so I was around like 13, 14. So I was fairly young. But yeah, I was always a reader growing up though. Like when I was a little kid. Like, you'd always find me with like my head in a book. And then, as a lot of my reader girlies probably know, you kind of went on like a mass year slump. Like a good 3-4 year slump. Must have been. No, before that. Because it was like uncool to read. And now I'm just like, I couldn't give a shit. Like, I'm just going to be who I want to be. I'm just kind of learning not to judge people's opinion. Like, not to listen to people judging. So, hence why I started YouTube. Because I was like, I don't care about people trying to judge me. I'm going to be me. I don't care what people have to say. Coming from a girl with heavily like judge anxiety, and I get really paranoid, people are always talking about me. But it's fine, because we just say fuck you and get on with it. But yeah, these were my other questions. So now I'll end this video, I think. But yeah. Right, I've got dead legs, but I'm stood back up again. All my knees are gone, and I've got bad knees as it is. But I think that's going to be it for this video. And this should hopefully be a fairly long one. So I'm not too worried. But I will say bye-bye, and I will see you in my next video. I think I am going to post this one before my 5-star read video. Excuse me. So I have got a 5-star read video either going to be before or after this. So keep an eye out for that. And Eva, hopefully that will answer you about my 5-star reads. But yeah. So I will say bye guys.